That gooey liquid inside your can of beans should be tossed, right? Not if you like delicious casseroles or yummy dips. Here's why the liquid from your canned beans is far more useful than you thought. Beans are a great pantry staple to keep on hand because they keep for a long time. They can also be added to a number of dishes or served up as a side. While dried beans have a time and place to shine, they are definitely not the fastest option in a pinch.
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
Though canned beans can have added salt or fat, they are perfect for immediate use and can be bought in low-sodium or no-fat versions. But before you flip an open can over to let it drain and rinse the beans off, you should reconsider washing that canning liquid down the drain. According to some cooks, you shouldn't always use the canning liquid, but if the recipe calls for it, then it's okay to use. Not only does the liquid hold a lot of flavor, but its thick and smooth texture can also give that beautiful quality to whatever you use it in. Not all canning liquid is the same, though. One in particular, aquafaba, can do much more. As for ways to use the liquid, try incorporating it in recipes like soups or chili. You can also use it in dips, and you might want to try adding it to dishes like casseroles. However, you should also be mindful of what you're adding to your recipes. Adding the canning liquid means you might need to eliminate some other liquids in the recipe, otherwise it might take much longer for the liquid to cook down. Another thing to consider is just how salty the canning liquid is. Those that are very salty will likely mean that less salt should be added to season the dish. Have a lot of bean liquid on hand but no immediate need to use it? Freeze it. Using an ice cube tray, ladle out tablespoons of the magic liquid, freeze it, and then store it in a zip-top bag. Now you have a stash on standby for the next time you need to thicken up a sauce, stew, or dip. Aquafaba is the liquid from cooked chickpeas and is also what you get from cans of chickpeas.
God bless a chickpea.
It should also be noted that this liquid is capable of far more than just thickening or adding flavor and texture to soups and stews. This ingredient is a key vegan substitute for eggs in all kinds of recipes, which is why you should keep your leftover aquafaba on hand when you open up a new can of chickpeas. You can also substitute aquafaba in place of eggs when baking cakes and cookies. But one of aquafaba's most impressive swaps for eggs is its use in making vegan meringues. All you need to do is whip the liquid just as you would egg whites. This way you get the volume you need to make meringues. Of course, it can also be mixed into batters and icings too. Another surprising way to use the liquid from canned chickpeas is to make vegan condiments like mayonnaise. You can do this by utilizing an immersion blender, which turns the aquafaba and vegan ingredients into a smooth, creamy mayo. But apart from condiments like mayo, you might consider using aquafaba in other dips. For instance, it can be used in place of olive oil in an at-home pesto recipe. In doing this, the pesto will pack fewer calories while offering the same smooth texture. That said, aquafaba helps make a low-fat alternative to a classic pasta sauce. So, reconsider what you do with the liquid left over from cans of beans. Rather than wasting it, you might just find it could be your new favorite ingredient. Better yet, you might even have a great substitution for those times you're short on eggs, too.